to go. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Designated hitter, number 17, Shohei Ohtani.
And the home opener is underway.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Battling here as he fouls it away. First and second, no outs. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Inside. Full count now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that is a big first out. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Two on, 1 out. Fair ball. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
2 down. Here's Muncy to hit. Big time power. What a stop. To first, and they get the out. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
That's ball 2.
Sliced hard but foul. Man at second. Altuve started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he won around. Ruled the swing. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Hey! Yoan. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. This one in the air, center field. Pages settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Hey.
Swings through that one. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one missed. And they'll do it again. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Line and a base hit into right. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single.
That's outside. Ball in.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Just
outside,
missed.
that's the ball.
Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, left field. And that is that. Bottom of the second. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Right side. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result with that at bat. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
1 down. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Jake Myers will hit next. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That one drifts inside. And a foul ball. Man at second. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Just
that's
missed.
off the plate. Ball 2.
And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now fly ball to right center. And that's the inning. Back here in Houston, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. High fly ball, right field. Myers on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Right through there for a strike. Up the middle, Correa throws to first in time. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Yep, that ball went out.
Looks like he's being a little
Ball 2.
cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
On a line out towards center. Base hit. So the inning is still alive with Will Smith coming to the dish.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Tucker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Make it back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Nick Allen.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball, that's out. Yeah.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And the 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect his hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Out to short. Betts up with it. And safe. Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there. Man at first with 1 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. They almost caught him, but he's back in time. Back over to first. Now back in safely at first. Pitch out, but no action. That one is absolutely belted, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pena rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Back-to-back base hits. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Astros take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. One down. Carlos Correa up next for the Astros. And that one fouled off. On the ground to third. Over to Edman. Double play. What a twin killing. On to the fourth. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That is strike two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That just misses. And that's ball one. That one missed. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball one there. And a foul ball. Pulls that one foul. The Astros leading by a run. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Struck out swinging his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Next offering is outside. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Check swing, didn't go. The count now 2-2. Ground ball right side. Nice grab from his knees to throw. And they get Edman for the out. Ready to go, bottom 4. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that one ripped to left. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's
2
out.
gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings. So next up for Houston, Jake Meyers.
Jake Meyers.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it. Back here in Houston, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Single to right in his first trip. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Ball, that's outside.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
That's a ball.
Betts, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And Mookie takes.
Inside.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
A little out front there as he swings through it. That's outside. And a full count now. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Next to the Dodgers, first baseman.
The Astros turn to a new arm of the mound, Bennett Sousa.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
The 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Outside.
That's a ball.
Shohei on the go. There's a ball.
Inside.
Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Got him swinging. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Tyler Soderstrom. On the ground, right side. Edman slings to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now pitching for the
To the
Dodgers.
mound now, they turn to Blake.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Jeff McNeil in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one off the mark, and it's 2-0. That's a laser base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Betts. Off balance feed. There's one. On the first save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
That's outside.
Ripped on a line to center. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. That one ripped, but foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker. This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. A solo shot. And that one fouled off. Swings through that.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Now it's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. This guy with light tower power. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Oh, 1 down.
Ball, that's inside.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Next to the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Now pitching for the Astros, number 78,
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And the tying run is on base.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
This one in the air, center field. Pena gets under it, and that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. In the air to left center, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
up next for the
One pitch and 1 out.
catcher, Diaz.
On the ground to first. The tag, and he's out. 2 down, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. Popped up. Edman in position. And the inning is over. Back here in Houston, we go to the top of the 7th. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Nope, outside.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch.
Steven Oker into the game.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Way out front for strike 2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
No swing. Just held it back there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. Here's Mookie to hit.
Off the plate, ball 1.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Missed with a changeup, and the count's full.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up just enough. That's ball 4. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Right through there for a strike. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. 2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Josh Hader.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
2 balls, no strikes.
Doubled up on the slider away. 2-seamer here. Let's watch and see.
He was late there. Strike 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. Foul ball.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And there's a ball.
Off the plate.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Inside ball.
That one's in there. And the count is 3-1. That catches the corner. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Flips it, there's 1. On to Freddie, double play. Base is empty after the double play. And now here's Jeff. Deal. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tanner Scott.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one ripped right center field. That gets by him. Now around second, going for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple. Fouled off down the right side. And the 0-1. Ripped to right. And makes the grab. And that is. We go to the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Check swing, went around. Strike 1.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. That one inside. Look out.
Inside, ball 3.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he walked him. And he represents the tying run on base after that hard-fought walk. That's off the mark.
Outside.
Ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Ryan Abreu. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Out to short, Correa. Flips to second, that's one. What a double play that was.
Leading off for the Astros, designated hitter.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Number 3, Edwin Diaz.
Drilled out towards left center field, carrying well. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Alvarez at the plate and takes high there. Fought off foul. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him. 2 down. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. That one in triple digits. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough.
Oh, that's a strikeout. Back here in Houston, we go to the 9th. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that misses. And that's ball one. That's in there. Pitch misses. 2-1. And fouled off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And now it's filled up. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And that is out of play.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The Stros trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers. That smash towards center. Pena moving under this one. He pulls it down. Ball game. And the Astros hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.